What up, all you amazing aspiring PAs out there? Anthony Guthrie here for your journey to PA school. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and insight on how you can rock your Zoom online interview for PA school. Now, guys, this is part 2. If you want to check out the first part where I give you insider tips on how to be prepared and set up so everything is primed and dialed in for your Zoom online interview for PA school, check it out at the link here, or it's also linked in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so you have your PA interview and it's online, but you knew what to expect because it's probably not going to be able to have it in person this year because you know so many reasons why. Besides the point, how can you best prepare yourself? Alright, tip number 1, you're going to be super nervous even though it's online and you're going to be sitting in your own home as opposed to actually physically there in the school. But it's okay to be nervous. Understand this. You're going to be sitting in front of a camera, your phone, something, the computer, in your own home or some quiet place with great internet connection, right? And you are in your own domain. Consider this home court advantage. So as nervous as you plan to be, and you probably will be pretty nervous because a lot is riding on this interview, just remember you are in your house. Home court advantage. You're in complete comfort. Make sure you get all the distractions out of the house, out of the area, so it's just you, your laptop, your camera, whatever you're using. No distractions, no crazy things in the background, no pets flying by, no animals that are going to jump in your lap in the middle of the interview because that kind of crazy stuff does tend to happen. So get all those distractions out of the way. So you know you're going to be nervous, but you have home court advantage because you're going to be sitting in the comfort of your own place, and hopefully that'll help set the tone for you to be confident for your interview. And that takes me into the next important thing. You need to be confident. This is something that's not as easily accomplished, especially when it becomes your PA school interview. But be confident and be dressed to impress. So you still want to make sure, even though you're in the comfort of your home, you are dressed wearing your interview outfit from head to toe. Okay, the last thing you want is for them to ask you to stand up and you stand up and you're in your pajama pants. Crazy stuff like that can happen. Just be prepared. You're in your own domain. You're wearing your outfit that you know you look great in, so you can be confident and reassured that the answers you give are going to definitely reflect of the positive aspects that make up who you are and that better prepare you, showing the interviewers that you are prepared to be a part of their PA program. Now, here's a little insider tip that I want you to think about. When you're thinking of answers to your questions, one of the downfalls is people over-prepare themselves. Now, how is that even possible, being over-prepared? Well, what tends to happen is you go through and you read every single possible question that can be asked of you. You read the forums, the blogs, Instagram, Facebook. You read every single thing, trying to figure out an answer to every single potential question that could be asked of you during the interview. Now, that is a total waste of time and it's not going to help you out at all. It's actually going to make things become convoluted in your mind when you're trying to race for thoughts and answers on the best way to give the answer to a specific question. So, this is truly something you can think about. Jot down some experiences and some notes on a Post-it and you stick it right next to the camera on your laptop or whatever you're using. Now, if you have notes printed out and you're looking down and then looking up, the interviewer is going to know you're looking at some notes. If you have a screen or something, they're going to see you looking down and looking up. If you have that Post-it note with some ideas and examples and some notes, put it right next to the camera, so that way when you're looking directly in the camera, it's right there in the peripheral vision. They're not going to know it's there, and it's really going to help you out when you're in a bind. You could look over there really quickly and pick up some of the examples that you had in your mind. Now, how do you best prepare yourself for the questions that they're going to ask? Of course, you're not going to know every single question that they're going to ask of you. There are going to be some pretty basic ones that commonly get asked, like why did you choose the PA profession? Why do you want to attend that particular PA school? What things do you see yourself doing as a graduate of that PA school, or what are some of your future aspirations working as a PA in the community? Those are all things you want to think about and formulate some ideas on how you will answer them. Now, in terms of so many other variables that can be asked of you, make sure you know of any blemishes on your transcript or your application and be able to further explain or elaborate on anything that they can ask of you. Remember, if it's on your application, it's fair game. If you write about an experience, no matter how minute or insignificant you think it will be, if it's on your application, it's fair game. So that time you worked as a waitress or waiter at this restaurant, you never know, they might bring something up about that situation. Most of the time they're going to focus on medical related things that are pertinent to helping you better prepare for PA school. But if they want to gain a better understanding of who you are as a person and your personality, they may ask some things digging deeper into your application or some personal aspects about yourself to get a better feel of who you are as an applicant, aside from just the grades and the numbers that are quantifiable that are listed on application. Here is my biggest insider tip for all of you out there that are preparing for PA school interviews. Instead of trying to figure out an answer for every single question that could be posed to you, think of 2 or 3 experiences that really highlighted how you bettered yourself, a leadership position, or how you overcame adversity. Now, if you have a couple examples of that in your past, in the back of your mind, depending on how they ask you a question, you can use that experience and alter the way you answer the question to fit it in so it's directly answering the question that they pose to you. So a lot of times they'll ask, tell me about a difficult patient situation and how you overcame that. Well, if you have an experience in the back of your mind, if they ask it a slightly different way, you still have that experience of a difficult patient or an example of some adversity you had to overcome. So it's not necessarily you trying to cram and think about all the different answers you could give when asked a certain question, but more so having 2 or 3 experiences, examples that really highlight your positive strengths and characteristics, having those in the back of your mind so that when they pose a question, you can formulate your answer, just altering the way you present it in a manner that really shows you have the critical thinking skills, you have the life experience, you have the past medical experiences that really prepare you to being a successful student for their PA program. And that's really all it boils down to. If you make it to the interview, they think you have what it takes to be a successful student in their PA program. Now, that's just based off of the information that was provided to them through your application. Now, they want to make sure that the personality matches, the way you answer and handle yourself is poised in a manner that shows you are able to handle the rigorous aspect of didactic year, have the backbone and thick skin to really handle any situation thrown at you when attendings or preceptors are throwing questions at you, or being able to handle stressful situations where you need to think critically, clearly, and as efficiently as possible, such as handling things in the ER or any kind of emergency situation. They want to make sure that what you put in your application matches up with how you present yourself and how you answer your questions during the interview. And if you can handle that, it's going to show you have what it takes to be a successful applicant, not only for their PA program, but go on to be a successful PA for whatever community you work in, and really advocating for the profession as well as the school, because the schools want you to be a successful PA that can advocate for the PA profession as well as being a positive advocate for that PA program. All right, guys, there you have it. Some insider tips to help you with your interview, whether it be in Zoom or some form of online interview. Be confident, dress to impress, wear pants. Have some examples of experiences that really highlight your personal traits and positive qualities. Be yourself. Take a deep breath. You're in your own home. You have home court advantage in that aspect. Put a Post-it note right next to the camera of your laptop, having something that you could easily go to, some notes, And those little things will help put you over the top, helping you to gain acceptance into the PA program of your dreams. All right, everyone, make sure you check me out on Instagram, Your Journey to PA School. Like and subscribe on this video. Each week I produce new content to help you on your journey to becoming a PA. And until next time, guys, I can't wait till the day to call you a fellow PA.